between Canada and Cyprus, and we see a crab deck, a very aggressive crab deck with 3 Kuni laboratories, ready for Lion Splash, ready for battle, Legion of One, Strengthening Numbers, and Heroic Resolve, against a more standard Scorpion with Dragon Splash, 2 Let Goes, 2 Hawk Tattoo, 2 Ancient Master. A few things interesting in the Scorpion list is Kudaka, not that common among Scorpion. We also see Kami Unleashed. One I Can Swim seems to be all the rage now. 3 Assassinations, 2 Banzai. Yeah, I imagine this is about correct. Only 1 Meek Informant. Interesting. Alright, so we're getting straight into this game. I'm gonna do slight enlargement here so everyone can see. Cool. And we do see the crab player actually flip Kuni Laboratory, Kisada, Kugue, and Hida Guardian the first thing that happens. And the Scorpion player finds Hidden Moon Dojo, which is a very strong holding indeed. So for those that doesn't know, Hidden Moon Dojo says you may play characters in adjacent provinces as if they were in your hand, which is, in my opinion, extremely strong. Quickly bring up the chat here in a second. Alright, so we see the crab player play Hiruma Kogue, and we see him play Hida Guardian, and we do see a 5-5 bid, and Bayushi Manipulator increases that to 6, and then we see the Scorpion box steal 1 honor from the crab player because the Scorpion player was less honorable. And then we see the Kuni Laboratory trigger, and the crab player is now down to 9 honor. Alright, let's see. Okay, are we not live? Have I missed something? I'm just gonna check quickly. Nope, we are definitely live. For some reason I can't bring up my chat on my second screen here, but that should solve itself soon. So the crab player is down to 3 fate. The Scorpion player of course has 7 fate, because why not? The Scorpion player is first player though, so that means he is going to have to walk into potentially dangerous provinces first. And we do see an attack from the Scorpion player here. And the Scorpion player attacks into Kuni Laboratory and finds Manicured Gardens, which is a decent province to find. I don't think you're too bothered about that. Actually, I'm going to have a quick look at the crab provinces. Manicured Garden, Defend the Wall, Shameful, and Entrenched and Flooded Wastes. I'm guessing you're okay with all of those. Don't really want to find Defend the Wall or Shameful though as Scorpion. Alright, so we go in for a military Earth, and we do see the Scorpion player play Reclusive Sokujin from hand. Not from hand, but as if it were in his hand via the use of Hidden Moon Dojo. Reclusive Sokujin, of course, means that this character is completely 100% immune to all kinds of card effects from your opponents during Earth conflicts, which this is. And so in response to this, we see a Nezumi Infiltrator. So the defender now has 5 strength because Kuni Laboratory gives +1/+1 to all characters participating. So this Hiruma Kogue is now 3, and this Nezumi Infiltrator is 2 military against 1+3. This is 4. So the crab player wins this conflict. I'm just gonna have a very quick look still and see. Alright, we're good. Ruder says we're good. Cool. Right. So In response, we get the crab to attack, and the crab finds shameful display under the hidden moon dojo. Now, this is pretty much something you really do not want to see, because this hidden moon dojo is on one of the middle provinces, and then it sits on a shameful display. That's just sad in every way. That means if you want to get rid of the hidden moon dojo, you have to keep walking into this shameful display, turn after turn after turn after turn after turn, and that stinks a bit. And ooh, we do see the Meek Informer gets played, and he spots a double Hiruma Skirmisher, and rebuild, Spicy Court, and Way of the Crab. So, and a Banzai. So the Crab player can actually walk in, play the Skirmisher, walk in, and Banzai to win this. And the only way to stop this for the Scorpion player is to have a Forged Edict. That is going to be really interesting. And we do see the Void Ring remove Kyuga, and we do see the Hiruma Skirmisher get dropped from the Crab player. So the only way to save this shameful display is to have a Forged Edict. Does he have it? Do you even push here? Do you push? Yeah, you definitely push with the Banzai. Does oh no, Forged Edict. Oh, but we do see an Assassination. Alright, so Assassination gets played instead. So either Forged Edict or Assassination were valid plays there. I'm guessing a Forged Edict could be used to stop more powerful events, which is fine. So we do see the Assassination instead, and that means the Hidden Moon Dojo stays alive for one more turn. I'm guessing the Crab player is not happy about this at all. And finally, my chat has woken up on my second device. Now I can actually see what people is typing to me, which might be useful. This board, calling this for Luke, you can't call games the first turn. And thank you very much for the 100 bits. But you can't keep call games the first turn. There's so much that can happen in Legend of the Five Rings. I mean, sometimes you can call games the first turn, like if the Lion or Unicorn player breaks 3 provinces the first turn and still has a little bit of fate left over or a board, then you can pretty certainly call it the first turn. But like this, yes, I would suspect the Crab player, the Scorpion player has a very decent chance of winning this, but you never know. Like, there's so much things that can happen. Like, this Kisado with 3 fate could easily just end up having a watch commander that just shuts down the Scorpion for the rest of this game or whatever. Alright, so Luke says Nomen is a better player, the hand is even, and City of the Open Hand is a broken stronghold. Kinda true, yes. Okay, yeah. Oh no, know what? L5R is fair and balanced. Yeah, I see your argument. I'm just saying it's not over. Although the Crab player might want to consider pitching this CUNY laboratory soon. Actually, does the Crab player run Watch Commander? The Crab player does not run Watch Commander. I think the Crab player has lost. Oh yeah. I usually play hi Rudo. I usually play Lion. I'm a bit salty over Lion in general. Oh, come on now, Luke. That's unfair. That's 100% unfair. Huh. Alright, so we do see the Hida Guardian attack the Shameful Display. I imagine we're going to see a defense here from, alright, the Ancient Master. So by default, the Scorpion player is winning this conflict. I'm a bit surprised that the Scorpion player does not have a courtier in play. I would probably have played a Manipulator just to have Forged Edict online. I mean, you could do it in any of the action windows here in this phase just to have it. Like now, play it and have the Forged Edict live. Alright, we do see a charge. Alright, so that's why he didn't play the Manipulator to have it live, because he has the favor, and that means he just can censure instead of having to Forged Edict. Alright. I mean, there was the charge, but he had the censure, Luke, so clearly you were wrong. Right, so this Legion of One allows the Hida Guardian to win but not break. No, he's actually not even winning. Right? No, he's actually winning. Due to Curie Laboratory, he's winning. Never mind. Alright, so we do see a Manipulator played into the conflict, denying the win here, and having now Forged Edict alive. And yeah, it's starting to feel a little bit like Noman has just shut this game down. I imagine with a hand size of 11, there's a real chance that Noman might just pull the 1-bid next turn, and then the Crab player is in real trouble. And if the Scorpion player wins this conflict, then Quesada is turned off for the turn as well. Does the Scorpion player play anything else here? I mean, it Hidden Moon's Dojo to cancel Quesada. And Hida Guardian. Oh, so Shameful is actually breaking currently. The Crab player is down to 0 fate though. I imagine we could see like a Cunning Magistrate. Decent. We could have seen For Shame, we could have seen a number of options, but Cunning Magistrate with 2 fate is just pretty solid. And now the Cunning Magistrate is honored and the Sumi Infiltrator is dishonored. Yeah, the Scorpion is 1 bidding next turn 100% and feeling pretty good about that. The Crab player has a political attack left, but Quesada. Yeah. Quesada is not very good in political, it turns out. I think you are pretty happy with the Cooling Laboratory being left alive, because that's probably going to kill off the Crab pretty quickly here. Alright, so for Shame does nothing, ready for battle in hand. Did I see a ready for battle? Let's scroll up during that meek informant. Yes, we did see a ready for battle. Alright. You are correct. So this Sukujin is actually not gonna utilize its covert, and is going to go political air onto Manicured Gardens. So yeah, the Crab player is down to 5 honor, goes down 2 more at the end of this round. The Crab player is in dire straits. Right, so the Void Ring with Quesada going in on Shameful Display. Do we see a defense from this conflict? No, he lets the Void Ring go. And that's a break on the Shameful. Wow. Was that a miscalculation from Noman? Not realizing that's actually enough to break? I feel that was a mistake because he could have easily dropped one more guy, attacked any sort of like Earth or something here, and he'd be down to even less honor. A server error has occurred processing your game state.
Scare me. Oh boy.
Wow. Thanks for the follow, Hida Havoc. And this is a bit strange here, so I think the game state, shouldn't Crab be one lower honor? Maybe it's just me that sees this weirdly, but I'm pretty certain the Crab should be one lower honor. Alright.
Scare me. Oh boy.
Thank you for the follow, Luke. I thought you were already following, but I guess you defollowed me for some reason. But thank you for following again. Right, so I'm guessing Luke, who is a moderator, is probably going to get into this game and have a look. I'm thinking that the Crab player should be one less honor here, because... Yeah, he should be at 3, right? Yeah, I'm pretty certain, like, he had a Dishonored and a Zumi Infiltrator and a Dishonored Hiruma... whatever, and he should be down to lower. Alright, now he should be at 4 after this 1 to 2 bid. And here's Luke Bitmetal, just giving the players a friendly warning. I think Laskas should be at 1 lower honor, but I don't know if I should say this. Okay, so yeah, I do think that Laskas actually has one too many honor in this situation. I'm like 90% certain he has one too many honor, but I guess that's fine. Like, what I'm most surprised about last turn is allowing Hida Kisada to break Shameful Display just like that. Oh, a double push in here on the Earth Ring. That is interesting. I'm just gonna have a quick look. Does no one actually run any attachments worthwhile? No, he doesn't really run. I don't know why he bothers by the Karada district. I'm guessing we're probably going to see a... We're probably going to see a rebuild here. We did see 2 rebuilds in hand, so we might see a rebuild for the Kuni Laboratory if necessary. In order to just defend against this conflict from Noman. We do see the stronghold bow, so this gives +1/+1 to each defender on the crab side. So now the Scorpion plays Assassination, and now the Scorpion player can box. And Laskas play court games to honor Suichi. I'm guessing we're going to see a counter court games. Alright, so first we steal. We're going to see a counter court games here. That's the big question. Yep. Counter court games comes down. He is currently winning the Earth Ring. Is there any keepers in this card? No, there is not. Alright, so the Scorpion player wins this conflict. That means Quesada is once again turned off. And the Skirmisher gets tossed. Oh, that means this Cunning Magistrate is going to be able to defend against Quesada without any issues. That's rough. We might see Laskas pass his attack here to just defend. But that's bad. You want to push here because like that forces the Scorpion to at least expend some resources, like defending with the Magistrate or whatever. Also, since we already seen the assassination this round, I'm surprised we didn't see the Hiruma Skirmisher dropped before the conflict was lost. Just dropped at home so we could convert this Magistrate and go for a break. That would have been a decent option. I mean, there's always the possibility of a second Cunning Magistrate or other shenanigans from the Scorpion player, but I think that's a reasonable thing to do here. Convert the Cunning Magistrate, force him to have either to play a expensive event or something like that to stop this Quesada from breaking another province. Perhaps even go airing then to make sure you're out of the worst spot, I guess, honor-wise. Yeah, and here we see a simple way of the Scorpion completely blanking Hida Quesada. And we do see a reprieve come down instantly after that to protect against I Can Swim. And Luke is very pessimistic about how this game is going. And we do see a second Cunning Magistrate, so playing that Skirmisher wouldn't have mattered. Alright, that's fair, I guess. Fair and balanced. Tiny bit surprised this isn't a... Oh no, I get it. It's a Void Ring. You drop him down 1 honor by them not defending, and you get rid of Suichi. They're probably not gonna have another reprieve. If they do, maybe you can steal it. That's fair. So it's basically an iron grip on the honor game here now from the Scorpion player. Yeah, I'm a bit surprised they couldn't steal that. I mean, I'd probably steal that onto my Liar or whatever, and then just kill off the Quesada, but that would have been soul crushing for the crab player. And the Scorpion player gets to replenish his hand with the double Bayushi Liar, and now there's only a reprieved Quesada alive on the table. And we do see, I wonder if we actually probably going to see this show you getting kept, shutting down political conflicts completely for... Alright, so Rudu says that Karada is there, it doesn't matter, but... Okay, that's true, yeah. It's actually true. So, in this situation... Wow, this blackmail artist plus airing, that's almost GG right there. And that's a Choyu. Wow. So he doesn't actually have to worry about fate worse than death here. Which is nice, I guess. But maybe not ideal. So I'm guessing we're gonna see a political with Shouju and blackmail artist. Whoever defends just dies. And that is going to be the crab player down to 1 honor. Yeah, so this cunning magistrate is probably going to win the game. They are so good. So good. You just, oh, you're dishonored. You have no strength. They're super good. Cunning magistrate. While this character is participating in a conflict, each other character that is dishonored does not count its skill towards the resolution of this conflict. It's so good. And now we see the military heir from the crab player onto upholding authority. I think you just defend, yeah, with a cunning magistrate here, you probably dishonor the steadfast witch hunter, and then that's it. Yeah, I do hope Laskas know that reprieve won't save you from Shouju, because Shouju is oh wow, with this favorable ground, what's going to happen is he's just going to push a political conflict. He's either going to have to defend, or he's going to end up in a situation where he attacks political with Quesada and he just moves in Shouju. Oh no, he didn't move in. He moved in the second cunning magistrate. Oh, he did that to burn the Quesada ability. Okay, that's fair. So favorable ground was used to burn the cancer from Quesada. Now we do see that defender is winning this conflict by default, forcing the crab player to play a card. Do we see a Forged Edict or a Censure? Okay. So we do know that he has a double rebuild in his hand, so it will require double cancel here to cancel this, which is interesting. I mean, he could just accept this and then have a dishonor for the steadfast witch hunter, I guess. Like any dishonor to just dishonor this witch hunter would completely negate his skill. So we could see another way. I mean, that's pretty much the only way of the Scorpion, right? Oh wow. So Way of the Scorpion goes down on third tower guard. This means that the witch hunter is going to be really careful about sacrificing this to stand itself. Huh. And we see the Way of the Crab. Now I imagine we're probably going to see a Forged Edict, yeah. So Forged Edict does go down. So that's Way of the Crab done for the turn. Are we going to see a Legion of 1 or a Banzai from the crab layer here to push himself into winning this conflict? Losing this airing would be disastrous. Oh, desperate rebuild here to draw a card from Storehouse. Just cycle the rebuild. That is rough. Did he find what he needed? Did he find a military pump from this play? No, he did not. The Scorpion player wins the conflict. What do you do now as a Scorpion player? I think you attack in with both, and you go water just to stand one of your Cunning Magistrates. That means the Kisada does nothing when he attacks. Or he could go, I mean, Earth is fine, Void is fine, all of them is fine. All the rings is fine here. How much do you want the Fate? How much do you want the to shut down the crab player for another turn? That's the question. Let's see what Noman. Alright, so he does go for Void. He wants to kill off this Kisada. Huh. I'm a bit intrigued that the Blackmail Artist isn't brought along to just steal an honor straight out. I'm guessing he just saves it for the defense. Ooh, Kisada. Kisada is about to get murdered. No, he's not about to get murdered because Cooney Laboratory. Yeah. So, Cooney Laboratory actually saves Kisada here from dying to Shouju, which is pretty big. Oh, it's military? Huh. My bad. So we actually attacked military with Shouju, which makes a bit of sense. It forces a defense. Okay. Yeah, okay. I imagine the crab player is going to have a conflict character in hand. Yeah, sorry guys, I completely blanked that this was a military conflict. It's a good thing you guys are here to keep me straight. Oh, if the mountain does not fall to keep Hidekisada standing, that is going to be huge. If Bayushi Nomen has, yeah, second Force Edict, and one thing that people doesn't actually know about Mountain Does Not Fall is actually max 1 per round. I did not know this. I hadn't read the card well enough, I guess, because that just shows you how strong the Mountain Does Not Fall card is. So I'm guessing the crab is actually going to win this conflict, but then he's going to have to be very careful here because the Scorpion player is going to attack in politically with this Blackmail Artist, and he has to defend that. He has to defend that because if he loses that, it's just, if he loses that unopposed, it's game over. If he loses that, it's nearly game over. I mean, it's pretty much game over actually if he loses that, because next turn he's just gonna push in with everything on air because he is first player, and that's probably going to be it. So he needs to not lose an honor here. Do whatever he can to not lose an honor. Otherwise, this will be a really quick game, which I'm kind of okay with. There's going to be a lots of games this evening. It's going to be crazy. So the crab player needs to have 2 conflict characters here, ideally, like one for attacking now, and one for defending this attack from Noman, and actually successfully defending this. But it's pretty easy actually, because if he has to have a 1 strength political character, it's going to be 1 strength plus 1 from Cooney Laboratory plus another 1 from the box. Yeah, I mean, this crab doesn't play the Dishonor grindy win condo. Like, this crab is on Lion Splash. This crab wants to break. Like, this crab doesn't even run Watch Commander. I think this crab is just hopefully lost in a Dishonor game like this has become. I think he might have been a bit too eager as well, pushing for breaks. Maybe. I mean, as long as this Cunning Magistrate is on the table, you probably should only defend, or at least just do your attacks as pokes. Oh, that is so expensive. The Steadfast Witch Hunter sacrifice itself. The 2 fated Steadfast Witch Hunter sacrifice itself to ready Kisada. That is a desperation play if I ever saw one. I feel for the crab player. and then he passes his conflict opportunity. He has no conflict characters. He realizes as well, like if the Scorpion player manages to win this conflict, it's probably over. But it's probably over anyway, because does the alright, I'm gonna see, does the crab player run? No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the crab player runs assassinate. Wow. Next turn, what's going to happen is this blackmail artist, this Shoyu, is going to push in on Manicured Gardens, on airing, and if he wins, he wins. And the second, oh wow, this is just, I don't think there's anything the crab player can do here. I think, like, yeah, okay, Scorpion player plays young rumor mongers as well. Do we see even Kudaka played? Just all out stats, push in, airing. Let's see. Do we see that? No. Alright, so he figures he has enough stats on the board right now. I think you have to leave the Cunning Magistrate out of this, because he actually does blank both Shouju and Blackmail Artist when you push. So if he doesn't remember this, he can actually lose this push. But with Shouju, Blackmail Artist, and Rumor Monger, I think there's just no real way to stop this defense. Way of the Crab. You get rid of the Cunning Magistrate here, right? You just push and win, and you can't bring the Cunning Magistrate. Oh, you get rid of the young Rumor Monger. I think that's a mistake. I think you can't bring this Cunning Magistrate. I think you lose if you bring the Cunning Magistrate, so I'm guessing he keeps it as a backup plan if this doesn't go as according to original plan. It's rough either way. It's really, really rough either way. Alright, so it looks like Nomin does remember that Cunning Magistrate is going to blank Shouju and Blackmail Artist if he brings it, so he just goes in with Shouju, Blackmail Artist, and I'm guessing we're going to see Shouju popping some heads here. Hello Enegon, welcome to the stream. Yeah, that's a good point, Rudo. We could see a Fate Worse Than Death or a Kachiko here as well. A Kachiko will 100% shut down this conflict. And we see a defense from pretty much everything from the crab player. We actually see a full defense from the crab player and box first action. And the Scorpion player is still winning. We could probably see Shouju used once to, cancel Kisada. That's fine. If the crab player passes here, you just pass and win. If the crab player doesn't pass, you just kill off a character. Everything seems pretty good. Like the court games. We do see court games. And a censure to cancel the court games. Do we see him try to kill off a character here? Alright. Envoy gets killed. I would probably, if you have another dishonor effect, I would probably apply that on the Vanguard Warrior to prevent him from sacrificing at the end of this turn if the crab player somehow magically survives. And the crab player doesn't magically survive. The crab player is dishonored. And that is it. Canada's Bayushi Nomen has beaten Cyprus Laskas on crab. So, that was the game. It was surprisingly quick. I kinda like that. So, about, yeah, less than an hour. 40 minutes. Cool. Thanks everyone that watched. Thanks so much for the bits, Luke. And thanks everyone that followed. I'm going to turn off this stream and there will be more games coming up. The next one is in 45 minutes, I think. So I don't know if I will be streaming that or if someone else will, but stick around for more L5R. I will see you next time. Oh, it didn't work.